K Claridge asks, please be my friend. Hello there. I thought it'd be fun to answer some questions that I've got through various social media channels and do it directly through YouTube. So here we go. While Underground asks or says, let's see that hair and that bicep on the arm wrestling table. I mean, anytime I will put that, I will put my head and that bicep on a table. Although looking at this picture, I'm not sure you know 100% what a bicep is, because that is legit just my head.
Next question.
Alvin Lee Fitness asks, nice physique, bruv. Just one question. Apart from consistent dieting and cardio, what else do you use for chiseled abs? I don't do consistent dieting and cardio. I mean, dieting, I don't diet full stop. I don't diet period. I manage my nutrition based on what my goals are, whether I'm trying to lose fat, maintain, or build muscle. But yes, you're right. Being consistent with your nutrition is important for whatever your goal is. You dial it in for what you're trying to do, what you're trying to make your body do. So yeah, that's true, number one. Consistent cardio, I don't really do consistent cardio. I mean, if I'm on fat loss, I use cardio as a tool to increase caloric expenditure in the same way that I would bring calories down or, you know, do more volume in the gym. Cardio is just a tool to do that. If you use high intensity interval training, it raises your metabolism as well. So, I mean, cardio is just a tool at the end of the day. And for general health and fitness, it is good to do it consistently, but in terms of physique, I kind of do it as and when I feel that I need to include it.
Next question.
K Claridge asks, please be my friend.
Next question.
I'm kidding, we can be friends. As long as you subscribe to me on YouTube.
Next question.
Rod Clayabout asks about the MTS whey I'm using. That's one of my favourite wheys. I'm quite particular with which ones I'll use. There's only a few brands I'll use. But he says, what flavours do I recommend of MTS? Yeah, cookies and cream, delicious. Red velvet is really, really awesome. That mixes with Greek yogurt really well. The new ones, pumpkin pie and cinnamon. I really like making a sludge with cinnamon and adding like some apples that I've put in the microwave with some cinnamon. That's really good. Or peanut butter fluff with blueberries is top notch. Yeah, I think my favourite is probably red velvet. I mean, that is delicious. It tastes like a red velvet cake. You've got like the initial taste of like, wow, it's kind of like a little bit chocolatey. It's kind of a yeah, it tastes like red velvet cake. And then the aftertaste is like icing. It's really hard to explain, but I'd really recommend trying it. And the macros on it are spot on. So yeah, nice one, MTS.
Next question.
Keki43 asks, if I own horses, I wish. I would love to learn to ride horses properly. I'd most likely get thrown off a bunch of times. We've all seen the Branch Warren clips. We know what happens when bodybuilders get on horses. But no, I'd love to. This was a picture just from like a day out, but I'd really like to do more of that. I think riding horses is really, really cool. Plus, you know, I was using a saddle there and I like to go bare.
Next question.
DragonsNap36 asks, can you train me? Yes, I can. Go to tomnealfitness.com and click on online coaching. I think a lot of online coaches pretty much just give you like a cookie cutter diet, cookie cutter training plan, and they take on far, far too many clients to devote any kind of, you know, bespoke effort to them. I'm the opposite. I think that if you take an online client on, you should be able to focus on them and give them a full 24/7 support, any question they have, you know, monitoring their weight, monitoring how they're looking, constantly making changes to their macros, changing up their training. You basically drop me an email answering a few questions to get started, and then I'll take it from there.
Next question.
Finn Castagadangana Finn Castagna asks, "You're an says you're an idiot. It's your hard man. Too up for me. Too scared." It's two with two A's. "Ah, don't hurt me, man. Hello pay. Hello pay to you too."
Next question.
Shake Ill Muscle asks, "Does having sex affect lifting weights?" I wouldn't know, I'm a virgin.
Next question.
Joseph V. Gonzalez asks, "Where do you get the weightlifting gloves like you have on with the wrist support and everything?" There are two items that form my glove menagerie. BBE boxing straps, British boxing. They're about, I think it's like 1.8 meters long. They're designed to be used for boxing, as the name would suggest. But basically, I use them to strap up my wrists for support. When I was about 18, 19, I suffered with quite bad wrist tendonitis, which meant that I couldn't supinate very well. I used to get a pain shooting down here. It was basically from using too heavy weight to curl and stuff like that. So like my muscles could deal with the weights I was using, but my tendons really couldn't. So I got around that by strapping like this. So I get the boxing wrap, BBE Boxing. I'll link both of these down in the description as well, so you can see them just on Amazon. But yeah, I wrap it around like this. So you see it goes round the forearm to about there. So it's just sort of like the wrists get strapped up. Not too tight, but it basically turns the whole of the forearm into like a hammer. And the next thing that goes on, a Mara weightlifting glove. I have tried every weightlifting glove ever. I've tried so many, mainly because my wrists were giving me so much of a problem. These are great. They have a neoprene section on the front. So, I mean, you're still going to get calluses and shit like that, but this is going to protect your hands to some degree. I wear a size large. And yeah, because they come up a little small, I think, but go on like that. And then that comes around here and gives you a little bit of extra wrist support. And so that is my standard lifting setup.
Next question.
Del Sharman asks, "Where did I get the MTS supplements from?" They are really difficult to come by in the UK. I'll either import them from Tiger Fitness and pay the bitch of a import tax in the UK just to get my hands on them, because I really like a lot of their stuff. It's just the label transparency. I really trust their products. So yeah, sometimes I'll pay the extra duty on it. Or there's, if you're in the UK, predatornutrition.co.uk does a selection of MTS supplements over in the UK, and I think they do like free shipping to the UK. There's the two options of how I get MTS into this country. Please, Mark, just import more into the UK, please, because you've got so many fans out here who love your stuff, me included. Lots of gains made.
Next question.
Simply Manuel. At Tomlin Fitness, "Hey man, me and my workout partner are starting cutting so we can get ripped because I'm big, I just need to get cut. Any tips? Follow my YouTube channel and listen to my advice on gains." Yeah, it's pretty much, I'm actually going to do a video on this, just like a simple formula for cutting down fat. I mean, I've got my book, shameless plug, hunterabsmethod.com. That's my like fat loss program that I wrote because there's a lot of the same sort of thing out there where it's just like eat less, train more, which is, you know, I mean, pretty much my number one diet I recommend to clients and stuff is the put down the fork and exercise more diet. But yeah, going into a bit more of the science of things and doing something a little bit different, you've got the Hunter Abs method, which is a way of getting cut nice and quickly. And I've seen some really good results with clients on that.
Next question.
JDude91 asks, of the leg press, which stance targets which muscles? Okay, leg pressing. If I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Pretend my hands are my legs. If they're high, it's more glutes and hams. As it comes low, that's going to work more quads. Basically, the more the knee can trace over the toe, the more quads are getting used. And then if you go wider, that's more glutes and hams getting involved, just by virtue of the angle through which you're squeezing the weight forwards. And if you go narrower, again, that's more quad. So if I really wanted to focus on the quad, I'd put my feet low on the pad and keep them relatively narrow. That works the vastus lateralis, the outside of the quad, quite well. And if I was going to really target glutes and hams, I would put my feet higher on the leg press pad and then I'd move them out.
Next question.
Known as Jazz says, I feel like you should just post videos of you talking all the time, like every day. That accent though. Charmed.
Next question.
Okay, that's all we got time for. If you want to ask me any questions, throw them up on my Instagram, send it to me as a direct message, message me on Facebook, message me here. It's tom@hunterabsmethod.com is my direct email address. So I'll let a few questions build up and then I'll do another one like this. Catch you later.